In the early 70s, DJ Kool Herc's innovative use of turntables and breakbeats at block parties in the South Bronx laid the foundation for the birth of hip-hop, revolutionizing the music scene and paving the way for a global cultural phenomenon. For this playlist, I've selected the beats, the rhymes, and the stories in hip-hop that stood out for me over the last 5 decades. It's a personal playlist, one in which you'll find the tracks that were the backdrop to my first crush, the anthems that fueled late-night parties, and the verses that provided solace during tough times. Some of these tracks even inspired me to start making music myself. So from the boom bap of the 80s to the rap of today, this document is a reflection of me growing up alongside the evolution of hip-hop. It might not reflect your taste or be historical accurate, but it's a series of snapshots captured through the lyrics that spoke to my heart and through the beats that became the soundtrack of my life. Whether you're a lifelong hip-hop head or just embarking on this musical journey, immerse yourself in the sound of a cultural revolution that has no signs of slowing down. From my shop Crate Records in Kortrijk, Belgium, my name is Tom de Gieter and I hope I can be of any assistance in your exploration. Welcome to Rap Snapshots. We'll have to start at the beginning. Hip-hop's first commercial recordings are not to be found right away in 1973, but we need to take a leap forward to 79. I wasn't born yet until 82, so I found out about most of these jams in the late 90s. Needless to say, I'm not going to be claiming that I know what I'm talking about. It's obvious though that rap went from taking baby steps, using simple rhyme patterns, to a well-developed genre pretty fast, as you will notice through these first songs.
She had a box with the disco beat, so I hit my brakes, but not all there. I missed a young lady, but only a hit. And then I took me a look, I said, la-di-da-di. A big fine girl, she had a hell of a body. Then she looked at me, and then she started switching. So I took my key out of the ignition, got out the car, and kept my mouth shut. Cause my 20/20 vision was right on the bus. She's the joy.
It up, y'all. Do it up. But Shy-Rock is gonna show you how you get real rough. I'm Shy-Rock, and I can't be stopped. Full off the fly, guys. I will hit the top. Well, I can do it for the ones go weak, the strong, and I can do it for the ones that are right or wrong. Well, I'm listed in the column that's classified. I can be a nurse, and I'm qualified.
Heartbeat rocks the funky beat too. So rock the heartbeat. Let's rock the heartbeat. With a treacherous 3, we're gonna rock heartbeat. Get loose, Mosey, get loose. Just rock heartbeat. Show 'em you got to have fun, have fun, have fun, have fun, have fun. To adapt to it, the hand clap. I can change my rap and finger snap.
I chose Wildstyle Subway Rap from the influential documentary Wildstyle for its haunting melody line. What an amazing beat. Grandmaster Caz vividly captures the New York City subway graffiti and breakdance scene with this one.
Look past the garbage, over the trains, under the ruins, through the remains, around the crime and pollution, and tell me where I fit in. South Bronx, New York, that's where I dwell. To a lot of people, it's a living hell.
This is the mellow they call the rail bell, the rock, so with the rhythm that a shock can spell. When the shake up kick that wakes you up in the morning, gotta wake with the rhythm like a #1 groaning. MC quick, just to make you peanut butter. Shock with the rhythm, I'm a #1 undercover. Break it up, just shake it up, rodeo up. Break it up, just shake it up.
Bebop was produced by Jean-Michel Basquiat, who also was responsible for the cover art. It's a very avant-garde track known for its unconventional production and its complex lyrical delivery. The song is considered a cult classic, showcasing the creative and experimental side of early hip-hop. The way the vocals are processed is out of this world. Next up, I Need a Beat by LL Cool J, his debut single. The track's infectious beat, often brief samples, emphasis of the downbeats, and LL Cool J's confident delivery announced his arrival in the scene, foreshadowing the enduring success he would enjoy in the years to come.
Subject of discussion, you're motivated by the aid of percussion. There's no category for this story. It rock any territory. I syncopate it and design it well. Beat elevates, the scratch excels. All techniques are a combination of skill that I have for narration.
PS came with making that green. People always say, what the hell does that mean? B for the people who can't understand. A one homeboy became a man. As for the way you scream and shout, one by one I'm knocking you out. K for the way my DJ cut.
I was walking down the street, rocking my beat, clapping my hands and stomping my feet. I saw a little lady so neat and petite. She was so sweet, yes I wanted to meet her. So I asked this lady, could I take her out? We could wine and dine and talk about the birds and the bees in my water bed. And you could treat
Kumo D's clever wordplay and catchy delivery made Go See the Doctor both educational and entertaining. Next up, one of the all-time classics, Eric B. and Rakim's Paid in Full. Often cited as one of the greatest rap songs of all time, Rakim's smooth and intricate flow, combined with Eric B's innovative production, set a new standard for lyricism and sampling in hip-hop. It became the group's most successful single, owing heavily to a popular remix of the song by English electronic dance music act Cold Cut.
Thinking of a master plan, 'cause ain't nothing but sweat inside my hands. So I dig into my pocket, all my money spent. So I get deeper, but still coming up with lint. So I start my mission, leave my residence, thinking how could I get some dead presidents? I need money. I used to be a stick-up kid, so I think of all the devious things I did. I used to roll up.
I don't know what goes on. What goes on? Well, put it up on the board. Another rapper shot down from the mouth that roared. 1, 2, 3, down for the count. The beats all of my lyrics, so yes, no doubt. Cold rock rap, 49 supreme is what I choose and I use. I never lose to a team 'cause I can go.
Public Enemy #1 is a social conscious and political charged hip-hop anthem. With Chuck D's powerful lyrics and Flavor Flav's energetic presence, the song became an influential piece of protest music. Next up, this Slick Rick track tells a vivid and cautionary tale of a young man's descent into a life of crime, arrests, and ultimately a fatal showdown with the police, all delivered with Slick Rick's signature storytelling and humorous style. Children's Story was reworked by Mos Def and Blackstar in 1998 and is also an absolute banger.
Once upon a time, not long ago, when people wore pajamas and lived life slow, where laws were stern and justice stood, and people were behaving like they ought to good, there lived a little boy who was misled by another little boy, and this is what he said. Me and you tonight, we're gonna make some cash, robbing old folks and making the dash.
Marley gives a slice. I get nice and my voice is twice as horrifying as this in price goes deep till you fell in a spell of sleep. And while I'm counting the money, you count sheep. When G-Rap strikes the mic, I recite the type, the hype that you like to make the people unite. I grip off the hips and zip off lips, step on reps. You flip and wanna sip on my tip.
Rock the house party at the drop of a hat. Yeah, I beat a body down with the loot on my back. A lot of people, they be chosen just to hear me rock the mic. They be staring at the radio, staying up all night.
This high energy and funky track showcases the Beastie Boys' signature blend of rap and punk rock influences. Paul Boutique played a pivotal role in establishing them as one of the most innovative acts in the late 80s. The 90s will always have a place in my heart. It was a period of exploring styles. From following my brother into the hardcore and punk genre to discovering the Beastie Boys and later on Wu-Tang Clan. The first record I ever brought home from the library was Ol' Dirty Bastard's Return to the 36 Chambers, strictly based on his fascinating cover art. I always lean towards gritty and DIY ethics of hip-hop, and that's something you can definitely hear in this early 90s tracks I selected.
So motherfuck you and that bullshit that you're stressing. Cause it ain't nothing but the money flow in this camp. And if you fuck me, you'll forever wear a stamp. So watch your back and prepare for the hit man. Black for the black and the act will take no shit. And you'll be bumped off, lump trace. On the favilla, my nigga, just call me Scarface.
You're on point, Fife, all the time.
microphone and let your words rip.
Now here's a funky introduction of how nice I am. Tell your mother, tell your father, send a telegram. I'm like an energizer cause you see I last long. My crew is never ever whack because we stand strong. Now if you say my style is whack, that's where you're dead wrong. I slay that body and El Segundo, then push it along.
I smoke on the mic like smoking Joe Frazier, the Hellraiser, raising hell with the flavor. Terrorize the jam like troops in Pakistan. Swinging through your town like your neighborhood Spider-Man. So tick-tock and keep ticking. When I get you flipping off the shit I'm kicking. The Lone Ranger, co-ed, danger. Deep in the dark with the art to rip the charts apart.
Protection Neck introduced the world to the Wu-Tang's distinctive and influential style of hardcore hip-hop. The track's raw energy and aggressive lyrics showcases what the Wu-Tang is about. No other crew of 9 MCs brings that amount of fire and unique class. There's nothing like the Wu-Tang.
I keep in shape and do my physical fitness. Your head's and numb so your brains are missed this. Pick 'em up, eat 'em up, pick 'em up, eat 'em up, pick 'em up. Picklehead, pick 'em up, picky. I roll with clouds and I come real sticky. Gripping the mic, I plug it up in your ears, Croix and Brood. I'm coming out like beers, like Rango, Miller Quartz and Buzz.
Are you tired of lyrical liars, passing flyers, wannabe MCs but really good tryers, tripping over mic cords, hitting your board, a total fraud? This kind of thing I can't afford, so I pick up the mic and kill it, ill it, top bill it. The club is a skillet, where MCs get fried in it. You got beef, chill it, blood I spill it.
It's hard to pick just one track from KRS-One's debut solo album Return of the Boom Bap. The man embodies hip-hop and has such an extensive catalog of music. The whole record is a perfect marriage of KRS-One's BDP style on Premier's beats. Speaking of Premier's beats, next song is from my favorite Gangstar album, Hard to Earn. Code of the Streets explores the unwritten rules and social dynamics in the streets. Try not to nod your head to this beat.
Take this for example, young brothers want rep, cause in the life they're living, you can't have step. It starts with the young ones doing crowds for fun, and if you ain't down, you'll get played out, son. So let's get a car, you know I fly with. Get a dent, pull a screwdriver, and be off quick with the dope ride, yeah, and a rowdy crew. We could bag us a Benz and an Audi too.
Sometimes I don't even know how I'm gonna eat. About $20 away from being on the street. Might see a nigga on TV, but hell, it's almost like I'm rapping for free. That little money be gone. God damn it, I'm gone. Gotta help keep the heat and the lights on. It would be nice to have more, but I kinda like being poor. At least I know what my friends.
Cream Up Soul Food meant so much to me as a kid growing up. Not that I understood what it was about back then, but I stumbled upon this album by myself, and there's something about that raw southern style that really does it for me. Also, early CeeLo raps are the best thing ever.
Because you had secret evidence and documents on how they raped the continents. And list the prominent, dominant Islamic, Asiatic, Black, Hebrew. The year 2002, the battle still with the rule. 6 million devils just died from the bubonic flow of the Ebola virus under the reign of King Cyrus. You can see the weakness of a man right through his iris.
The whole album is an absolute classic, but from the intro sample to the iconic alarm synth, 4th Chamber is some of RZA's best production. It represents everything that mysterious Wu-Tang Kung Fu vibe stands for. A lot of people remember Drop for its innovative music video directed by Spike Jonze, but the beat has also been produced by a young Jay Dilla. The Pharcyde's unique style and their willingness to experiment with both their music and visual presentation come so well together in this track.
But through my will, my flow still will spill. Toxic, slick, the shock, sick like electrocute. When I execute acutely over the rhythm on those that pollute, extra dosages is what I gotta give them. Got 'em mad and trembling, cause I've been up in my lab assembling missiles to bomb the enemy, because they envy me in the making of my mad currency.
Another album that's very hard to choose just one song from, introducing as a masterclass in instrumental hip-hop making. But this track's hypnotic and atmospheric soundscapes, created entirely from sampled elements, showcase DJ Shadow's pioneering approach to beatmaking. Population Control is from another one of my favorite albums, Funk Crusher Plus by Company Flow. The track's production is a perfect example of early LP sound. Gritty, dark, old school New York, but then set in the future. It's unapologetic, honest, angry music at its best.
First cousin asleep, red dye, number 5 be the potion. It is subterranean, with her from Gem of Fate like stop motion. Best to get Aka Nicholas, her mass unintangible. Auto man versus manimal. We answer to no one, we 911. silent alarm, this is harm, fear the duck alerted. LP phase through these walls like vision. Choked in a solid water, a bad executive decision.
Now it's the mad magician with the ill deposition. No repetition, holding down Bronx traditions. My composition simply squash the competition. Step up and get beat into a submission. Cause this musician with the street intuition. 735 fuel injected transmission. My opposition will have to recognize my steeds.
It's gonna be alright. In my life as long as I'm alive, I ride on 580, but I'm not in 85. Usually exit high enough to fly like Egyptian gliders. Bringing the message to the black man like a light. Honorable did I mention ain't no dissension among the strivers. No tension to fight, it's the lessons in life. I'm a subscriber to the call, that's final. Fiend for the knowledge like my DJ fiends for vinyl. Hold the microphone like a habitual user.
This first Lyrics album is something everybody should be checking out, but so is that first Black Star album. It features, as I said before, a rework from Children's Story by Slick Rick, but it also features a bunch of other amazing tracks, such as Respiration featuring Common.
Sigh before it died like the last train.
Breathing in deep city breaths, sitting on shitty steps, we stoop to new lows. Hell froze the night the city slept. The beast crept through concrete jungles, communicating with one another, and ghetto birds where waters fall from the hydrants to the gutters. The beast walk the beats, but the beats we be making. You on the wrong side of the track, looking visibly shaken, taking them plunges.
Hallelujah, kids hear this. Devin's got some shit, wouldn't give a fuck if you diss. Because shit, to each his own, for E. Jones's voice. You can be stillin', killin', or chillin', whatever your choice. Smoke some weed, smoke your pipe, fuck it, life is how you live it. I grabbed the mic while the DJ grew it. Yeah,
he was smiling like a vulture as he rolled up the horticulture. Ignited it and said, I hope the vapors don't insult you. What I replied, denied, but mixing weed and hot. His head was 9 up and down like he agreed a lot. Board said we need a plot, I comply, let's lead a spot. Hopped in the Granada, he's impressed by the beat I got. His name is Jesus, but his pimp name is Jesus. Slapped the whole to pieces with his plastic prosthesis.
My weed smoke is my lie, a Kia Coke is a pie. When I'm lifted, I'm high. With new clothes on, I'm fly. Cars is whips and sneakers is kicks. Money is chips, movies is flicks. Also cribs is homes, jacks is payphones. Cocaine is nose candy, cigarettes is bones.
Get back like blaxploitation flicks and afros when niggas try to catch this shit. I was 3 years ago. If you didn't know that we keep it fresh like this. If you didn't know, y'all need that extra push. When y'all up on the mic, we rushing through with all the light. We dropping that shit while y'all niggas bite.
Beat niggas bloody, twist niggas frontin'. Get the running, for the men's get the dumping. The fans get the thumping. MOBB got the whole spot jumping. When my niggas step in the place, damn, you gotta love it.
The real shit, shit to make you feel shit. Dump 'em in the club, shit. Have you out and out when you bump this. Drugs to your eardrum, the raw uncut. Have a nigga OD, cause it's never enough.
By the late 90s, artists like DJ Shadow, Mike Ladd, Sonic Sam, Company Flow, or The Puddle Dynamics inspired me to start making my own rap music. During the 2000s, we would be touring extensively through Europe, North America, and even Japan. Big shout out to my groups Caveman Speak, Zucchini Drive, but also Pips Kid, Bluebird, etc., etc. During those times, hip-hop went mainstream. Sometimes in a bad way, sometimes in a good way. My selection here goes from very experimental to full-on party bangers. Check it out.
Who fuses the music with no illusions, producing the blueprints? Clueless automator, defy the laws of nature. Electronic monolith, throw a jam upon the disc. The futuristic loop it with the quickness. Hyper producing hydrogen fusion liquids. Keep your distance. Keep your distance. Who's that?
Guillotine cuts the heads of queens. Blood is sticky like resonant screams. And the residue from American dreams. Gone rotten as they do, like two tight shoes. And we should lose. If I was Jewish, my name would be Jared. If I was Muslim, it'd be Ibrahim. If I was Catholic, my name would be Chris.
Welcome to the After Future still sounds as fresh as it did when I first heard it 23 years ago. It's the record I listen to most out of all mentioned here. With a blend of thought-provoking lyrics and innovative production, Mike Ladd has established himself as a boundary-pushing figure, exploring themes of race, technology, and society in his work. Saul Williams' Amethyst Rockstar challenged traditional musical boundaries and addressed themes of identity and self-expression, cementing Saul Williams as a trailblazer in the world of spoken word. 1987 delves into themes of political activism and the search of identity, capturing the spirit and the energy of the late 1980s.
Something another, wait, isn't Juanita your mother? I told you, I know you.
Now grant me a moment. At the gates of Atlantis we stand. Ours is the blood that flowed from the palms of his hands. On the plow tiller, still I'm now. Moon cycles we visited, womb food of the sun. Full moon of occasion, raise the wolves where they run.
Orange agent, shit on a vagrant. Caught you in the alley by yourself, then left your head vacant. Dare you sample some of the stress in my life? Giving MC brain surgery with butterfly knife. For all you cunts that try to spit with your bitch click behind ya. Wake up in the morning with a horse head beside ya. Mob Dukes is just the cherry on top. Spending G's on quacks to try and fix my clock.
Suckers, you sound hollow. Listen to Sesame, you didn't know it. You can tell a lot of bands in the sound they use. Yours is hollow sounding. Frankly, you become suckers. This is a diss song absolute. Because you can't respect me, because I can't respect you. This is a quitter's anthem, this is why you should quit. Because you cheated, and they where you should.
We run this, what? We run this, what? We run this, what? We run this, what? Throw it up, motherfucker, throw it up. Throw it up, motherfucker, throw it up. Throw it up, motherfucker, throw it up. Throw it up, throw it up. If you scared to throw it up, get the fuck out.
Lil Jon is widely recognized as the pioneer of crunk music, known for his rowdy and aggressive style and its shouted lyrics. As a producer and rapper, Lil Jon played a crucial role in popularizing crunk music. Not only that, Throw It Up sampled Requiem for a Dream, and it works so well. Phasers is a standout track from King Ghidorah's Take Me to Your Leader. MF Doom adapts the persona of extraterrestrial King Ghidorah, and the song shows his intricate rhymes and his unique storytelling abilities. Punchline after punchline, it's a masterclass in rap.
King Ghidorah, take me to your leader. Quick to claim that he not no snake like me neither. They need to take a breather. He been rhyming longer than Sigmund the Sea Creature. Been on Saturday feature. Pleased to meet ya. And came to wake you up out the deep sleeper. Like he needed to stop before he caught the knee drop. Even give you more sit than ZZ Top. When full bears thou shalt not more corner.
Disgusting film festivals. On the survivor, off with your head. Money loves a dirty work, love your job, but it'll never love you like an automobile. Fetuses, peoples, and angels hang the same on the mobile. If I was ever a blindfold, you'd ask, what am I looking for? Living for, breathing for? Who's them? Not I, but it must be the plutonium in me. Must be the plutonium in me. Must be.
Up in them 5-star tellies, saying 2 mic rhymes, be them average MCs of the times. Unlike them, we craft gems, so systematically inclined to pen lines without saying the producer's name all over the track. Yeah, I said it. What you need to do is get back to reading credits. Read the medics alphabetically, stuck on that English shit. Now, before we pour, that's your shop, your rock, okay, roll.
Rap snitches, telling all their business. Sit in the court and be their own star witness. Do you see the perpetrator? Yeah, I'm right here. Fuck around, get the whole label sent up for years. Rap snitches, telling all their business. Sit in the court and be their own star witness. Do you see the perpetrator? Yeah, I'm right here. Fuck around, get the whole label sent up for years.
Yep, for the third time, MF Doom. Doom dropped 2 absolute classics in 2004, so it's very hard to choose just one track. I'm going for the one with Mr. Fantastic, a lesser-known rapper who made a memorable appearance, delivering a standout verse that left a lasting impression on fans despite his relative anonymity in the industry. Stay Fly was released as a single in 2005 as part of the Most Known Unknown album. The track is mostly known for its catchy chorus. The sample used on Stay Fly is Willie Hutch's Tell Me Why Has Our Love Turned Cold, and the hypnotic production contributes to its commercial success. Another perfect posse cut.
I gotta stay till I die. I gotta stay till I die. Hey, call me the juice and you know I'm a stunt. Riding in the car with some bump in the trunk. Tone in my lap and you know it's a pump. Breaking down the good green bullet in the blunt.
Dear Jacob, I won't take up too much of your time. I know you're trying to get your video game grind on, and that's fine. Just give me a second to empty my face before I hit the road again to go and win this paper chase. I've been watching you and I'm proud of you, man. You're growing up to be the best man that you possibly can. I know you understand why I go out of town. I also know my days are colder when you're not around.
Republicrat, Democrat, one-party system. Media goes in a frenzy. They're stripped of their credentials. Presidential candidates can't debate over this instrumental. Let them freestyle. ball. Winner takes all. When the music's dead, I'll have Ted Nugent's head hanging on my wall. Kill one of ours, we'll kill one of yours. With some friendly fire, that's a funny term, like Civil War. 6 in the morning, police at my crib. Now my nights consist of 2 toothpicks and eyelids.
We just heard Soul's Plutonium, but another example of a song that critiques American society is Slow Down Gandhi by Sage Francis in the year 2005. The song's social conscious lyrics and the passionate delivery have made it a standout in Sage Francis' discography, addressing topics like war, consumerism, and the state of the nation in the post-9/11 days. No rap playlist can go without Jay Dilla's Donuts. It's an instrumental hip-hop album released in 2006, only 3 days after the passing of Jay Dilla. This instrumental masterpiece is known for its intricate and soulful beats, showcasing Jay Dilla's unparalleled talent crafting sample-based music. International Players Anthem is a collaboration between Southern legends UGK and Outkast. The song is celebrated for its infectious beat and memorable verses, addressing themes of love, commitment, and loyalty amidst the backdrop of a catchy sample from yet another Willie Hutch track, I Choose You.
Keep your heart, man, these girls are smart. 3 stacks, these girls are smart. Play your part. Play your part.
My bitch a choose it, lover, never fuck without a rubber. Never in the sheets like it on top of the cover. Money on the dresser, drive a compressor. Top notch hoes get the most, not the lesser.
Candy paint, 80 bows, built-in buckles, chromic grill, leather seat, stitch it tuck, TV screens and wooden wheels, suede roof, neon lights, bold tires, swinging bang, tops drop, blades chop, fifth wheel just hanging, man. White tees, fitted hats, Jordans under Dickies. Lip swisher sweet, cigarillos filled up with the stickies.
And the hero against State of Hip Hop versus Jalen Trotter. I present Exhibit C.
When I was sleeping on the train, sleeping on Mesereau Lab out in the rain, without even a single slice of pizza to my name. Too proud to beg for change, mastering the pain. When New York niggas was calling Southern rappers lame, but then Jack and I slang.
By 2010, the touring slowed down a bit, and I concentrated more on my label, Marathon of Dope. Plus, I was DJing quite a bit at parties around the city. My selection went from 90s hits to West Coast to R&B and everything in between. It couldn't be a bigger contrast with the music I was listening to at home or at work.
Yellow Wolf and I feel like a king, yeah.
My box Chevy.
Tell them other whack motherfuckers get that.
My box ready.
Catfish Billy, yeah. Don't get slapped with the medley. Still sipping on Jack D till my neck and my head start feeling it. Doing 125 down, now 29. Really think I need to start slowing down.
Damn, it feel good to see people up on it. Couple thousand views on YouTube, but niggas still hungry. No food in my stomach, and my pockets fucked up. Plus my mother still works, so why should I give a fuck? Fuck a blog, fuck a label, fuck a meeting, fuck a A&R. Fuck a cosign, motherfucker, fuck it all. Still lost his Holden Caulfield to catch her in her eyes. Go fuck a smut nut and try to catch her in the eye.
I hate my life, my job, I feel like my days is all. But work a 9 to 5, I give a 5 to 11. Living in my front door, looking tired and sweating. Last thing I feel like doing is going to right in the record. My fucker socks are soaking wet. My girl gotta go to bed. These opposite schedules getting harder to manage. Working in the kitchen with a bunch of Mexicans, and I swear these motherfuckers talk about me in Spanish. My only plan was to make it rapid. After so long, we start thinking if the shit was meant to be.
Hailing from Georgia and signed to Tech Nine's Strange Music label, Ritz is known for his very fast but very understandable verses. Nowhere to Run delves into the artist's personal experiences and feelings of isolation. Willie Burke Sherwood is a track of 2012's Killer Mike LP, Rap Music. It was produced by LP in its entirety, and it was the first full-length collaboration between the duo that would become Run the Jewels. The song features Mike delivering politically charged lyrics over hard-hitting beats.
Used to walk around with a head full of naps. Type of young kid with a head full of raps. Doing what he can, just trying to adapt. Jump to the block off my grandma's lap. Jump to the block, so did every young C. But gotta tell the truth, yeah, the block wasn't me. Looking for adventure, but the block was not. The block was real. Wu got killed. Half a year later, Big Stank got ill. And I got raw, and Ronnie got shot.
Hey, dear Barack. I know you're just a puppet, but I'm giving you props. You're lying to the public like it ain't nothing, and I just love it, I hope it don't stop. I don't give a damn, nigga, bang that block. I don't give a fuck, nigga, bang that Glock. I seen an image of Hitler in the picture when the Twin Towers dropped.
Feeling like a vigilante or a missionary. Tell my ASAP killers get they pistols ready. Send them to the cemetery with obituaries. Don't be scared, nigga, is you ready? I've been thinking about all the O's in my bank account. Extra O's in my bed is round the same amount. Ever since this new star fame came about.
One Train features an impressive lineup of rappers who were on top of the rap game in 2013. It showcases each artist's unique style over timeless gritty beats.
Coochie down to the socks like I'm Biggie Popper. Keep your girl head in my Tommy boxes. But rent it out, she a silly hoe. Cause she know the freaking stock and plenty dough. She don't get nothing from my nigga though. All she get is hard dick and some Cheerios. Kinda send it out, but I'm never out. But I put him in the dirt with the penny low.
I seen it happen, I seen it happen, I see it always. He still be screaming, I see his demons in empty hallways. I tripped to make the fall shorter. Fall quarter was just a tall order. And I'm hungry, I'm just not that thirsty. As of late, all my verses seem not so versy. And all my words just mean controversy. Took the team up off my back like that's not your jersey.
Stars and the bees come and fuck with a G. Hot as 6,500 degrees. Hard on the hoe, drop your drawers to the floor. Gangsta guy, baby, get on your knees. 6,500 degrees. 6,500 degrees. 6,500 degrees.
Dangerous thoughts, mind of a militia. Bottles of the 150 poured over twisters. Broken bones, the pillars. Staten Island's the illest. The biggest landfillers, we creep like caterpillars. Love razors, dirty guns with a few bodies. Teach niggas how to walk again from the fucking shot.
6 Degrees combines Bad Bad Not Good's jazz-infused sound with Ghostface Killah's distinctive delivery, resulting in a unique fusion between jazz and hip-hop. The album Sour Soul has many bangers, but I chose this track and came later to the realization that it features once again Danny Brown. Like I said, Run the Jewels consists of Killer Mike and LP. Coming from two completely different parts of the country and backgrounds, their sound somehow makes a lot of sense. And RTJ3 exemplifies that at its best. On their third album, they became a well-oiled machine. It tackles themes of systemic oppression and social injustice, delivering powerful commentary through clever wordplay and thought-provoking lyrics.
Hello from the little shop of horrors. Ski mask like the Phantom of the Opera. Go cold like the land of Chicago. Child soldiers spray in a chopper. But you don't give a fuck, that's them no. Till a peasant put a pistol in your window. Hey, you ain't really need that chain. You ain't really need that rain. You ain't really need them things. Snow when the bluff showed up. Was a slum to the city blown up. Now the white folks showed up.
Never been shit, never had shit, never knew shit, never out, never do shit down. But a nigga never gave 2 shits. Boom. Never been a bitch, never had a bezel on the wrist. Never had shit, I'ma take, never asking. Give me this, give me that shit, give me your that, nigga, give me your that, nigga, give me your that. Never had the real dollar to my name, bruh. Shit been lame, bruh. I ain't even in this shit for the fame, bruh.
JID is known for his intricate lyricism and rapid-fire flow. He gained widespread recognition for his work with label Dreamville. Never is a track that makes you raise your head in a club. The beat is dirty and the way the rhyme scheme matches it makes the song one of a kind. Speaking of one of a kind, No Name's second album, Room 25, is a transcendent coming-of-age tale built around cosmic jazz and neo soul.
She ain't about to write, I'm perpetually smoking weed. It's me rolling, I'm sorry, I'm tapping out. Room 25, the best album that's coming out. Labels got these niggas just doing it for the clout. I'm just writing my darkest secrets like, wait and just hear me out. Saying vegan food is delicious like, wait and just hear me out.
I ain't been at home in a minute. My landlord been getting pissed cause I barely count as a tenant. I'm overseas with the yen and shit, and I can't recall the last time that my live show was intimate.
Rock smile, copping legal weed from fake hole in the wall. I don't wanna go see Nas with an orchestra at Carnegie Hall. No man of the people, I won't be caught dead with most of y'all. Don't call me again where I should have said when he called.
Truth like death comes for everyone. Barely had to summon what was coming. It was creeping on the come up that was right up in your face. Face it, let it resonate up in your bone a minute. When your shiver make us live a big enough for it to have a space. Ripped, life, slipping away. Maybe you can make it out with just a little bit of grace. But it truly doesn't give a fuck about the thing you're feeling. It is here to make you understand that nothing is safe.
The rhyme book looked like a Mondrian. Bless up to Piff James and Hami Ham. And the people lurking in soul folks for the ambiance. While I spin this caldera, rock a coif like Greg Porter. I get the extra order, I go the extra inning. You know I get extra with it. All type of multisyllabics, it need an extra whipping. Rubaiyat fabric, you know I'm extra fitted.
Rap Ferreira is a rapper, poet, and producer known for his avant-garde and intellectual approach to making hip-hop. His music often features intricate lyrics, jazz production, and spoken word. His DIY approach to to making rap has been interesting to watch. The Freddie Gibbs album Alfredo was produced by Alchemist. Gibbs has a rap flow so seductive, it makes a life of crime sounds attractive. Until he drops a bar so foul and gnarly, it lifts the veil.
Quarter thing to a whole thing, whole game working. Hit a bitch with that extended clip with that revolver shit, it serve the same purpose. Geekers beaming up the Scotty in my crack lobby, I can smell the cane burning. Michael Jordan, 1985, bitch, I travel with a cocaine circus. Put them FNHs on your clown ass. Catch a nigga up and leave him down bad. I go get a pack and take a nigga town and fuck his bitches with my out-of-town ass.
Woke up on the West Coast for the first time in my life. Drove cross country, but I remember those flights. Genuflected when I heard the weed price. White boys with the weed pipes. Sunny days, sunny nights, mighty clouds and northern lights. I was always bright, so no sooner than we touched down, I'm seeing how we could get home and be right.
The duo of Elucid and Billy Wood stand at the vanguard of the New York City underground rap scene. On Falling Out of the Sky, a sample David Lynch ponders the semi-consciousness of daydreaming. And Earl Sweatshirt sounds even more lethargic than ever, though his wit stays as sharp as ever. On his latest Carefree album, Saba turns more melodic, exploring his provisional success and the unanswered questions it keeps raising. Few Good Things is his second masterpiece in a row, and he sounds equally natural next to Crazy Bone. The Bone Thugs legend he quoted as an inspiration.
This sound like two socks from Madison Ave. Students acting bad up in the class. Drop out with family your ass. Lie like you plan on going back. Hey, we ain't got no time to relax. Word only priority intact. Posted on the porch shooting shit. Had to run them niggas shooting shit.
Class that I'm only in, alien. Horsepower like a Mongolian. Trying to find soul again. But my thoughts corrupt the files and contaminate the console again. It's a shame, but I cannot complain. Though I am not the same. My bandwidth is a canvas cut from his frame. When I present ideas naked and unashamed, it's handwritten in Sanskrit on a 7 train.
This long-awaited collaboration album turned out as good as it was on paper. I could have easily chosen the track with Yet Again, MF Doom, but Black Thought's verses on Aquamarine flow so natural that it's impossible not to choose that one. The energy in his rich baritone voice fits perfect with the soundtrack feeling Danger Mouse tends to have.
Hitting them turns in Lower Canyon, I'm stranded. Which side as I'm on, Susan Sarandon. It's candid. These brothers talk shit, then they get banded. It's rancid, I'm still trying to get paid like Ed O'Bannon. You would think that they fired me from a cannon. I did the triple Lindy that I...
So there you have it, that was Rap Snapshots. If you want to go revisit the chronological playlist, you can find the link in the magazine that comes with the project. I want to thank everybody who shops or comes to the events we host at Crate Records. I especially want to thank Halle Wesley for the tag fonts, Thijs Blicky and Baptiste Navarro for the camera work, and last but not least Elise and Kim for keeping up with me while I'm creating these dumb projects. Thanks so much, and be on the lookout for a new chapter of the Accolade series coming next year. Follow me on the socials. Peace.
Howdy folks, this is Jerobi from A Tribe Called Quest, and I just want to give a shout out to the man Tom Jeter and his amazing magazine Rap Snapshots.
Tom Couture. Is that French? Is that Belgium? I don't know, but you're my brother. Crate Records all day, all night. My boy Tom keeps it true on the hip-hop tip. And art and illustrations, he's the king of the game. You got Rap Shots coming out.
What up, y'all? This is Master Ace. Big shout out to my guy, Tom DeGita from Rap Snapshots. If you ever heard about this project, it's pretty incredible.
Tom DeGita, Rap Snapshots, piece from Professor Griff, Minister of Information, Public Enemy, man. Where it takes cats like you to take the art form and move it into the next 50 years. Griff! Get the green, black, and red in. Alright, peace, bro.
Man, Rap Snapshots. Shout out to my boy Tom, man. Y'all already know what it is. This your boy DJ Paul K. representing Mafia. Yep, let's go. Yeah.
Peace. It's your boy, the grandest of them all, leaving your mama fall for a Grandmaster cast from the legendary Cold Crush Brothers. I want to shout out my man Tom DeGita. Okay, he got a joint coming, a playlist, all right, of songs for the 50th anniversary of hip hop. So I got to give him some love, man. Rap Snapshots. That's what we talking. Rap Snapshots.
Tom DeGita with Rap Snapshots remains in that high echelon of dedicated non-stop fans. If you stay a fan,
you win.
Oh yeah, Devin the Dude here. Yo, check this out, man. Big shout out to Tom from Snapshots. Yeah, man, he's an illustrator, man. In 50 years of hip hop, man. Snapshots magazine, man. Much love, man. Keep doing your thing, man. Making major moves, baby. Yep.
Yo, on behalf of Atmosphere, I would like to thank Rap Snapshots for including our song Little Man to represent the year 2005. Listen to the reverb. I'm gonna go back to giving my kid a bath now. Alright? Peace.